Yeah, I've been waiting outside, need to hurry it up. Got some niggas down the slide, if I pay them enough. Got the money inside, but it ain't out enough. Put the money to the side till I double it up. In the morning, shots fire, shots fire. If you asking me, I'm tired. This ain't nothing new, so dumb. Nigga, what you finna do? Hold up.
Hey guys, welcome to the Creative Business Innovation Podcast. I'm so thankful that you guys have joined me here for another Friday to kick it and talk about creativity, business, and innovation. Well guys, it's been one hell of a week and it's been crazy, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about how the creative process has refined for me and how that's been for me on an artist level. And I just wanted to say, like, getting my own home studio was the biggest blessing, but it also changed the way that I make music. It changed my relationship with music because now I could just record whenever I wanted. And I didn't have to get into the space of, okay, we got to go to the studio and we got to make sure everything's ready and everything's set to make music anymore, which was a big cliff for me because at the first part of it, it was great. I was getting in the studio all the time, but then I started getting in the studio less and less because it was so available. And I just wanted to talk about the discipline aspect that had to be implemented for me to continue to even do that. Because at the end of the day, I got to get my butt in that studio if I want to be an artist. Like, this is something I got to take seriously. So I had to start being like, you know what, I'm going to have studio days. So there were days where I would be like, Wednesday, I'm going to try to get in the studio. Thursday, I'm going to try to get in the studio. And I was struggling to try to maintain that. And even now, it's been tough, especially with getting into the whole podcast thing. It's been difficult. There's definitely been a learning curve there. And I'm still learning till this day because now I get in the studio for the podcast and I record whole episodes, but I don't give enough time for the music. And the music has been suffering a little bit as a result. But trust me, I'm going to get back on my pivot. I'm going to figure it out. And I'm going to start dropping music more consistently the same way I've been dropping consistent podcast episodes. And I guess what has to happen is I just got to get more organized. And at the bottom and at the center of all these different things that I'm doing is organization. Like the organization aspect of making a podcast and the organizational aspect of being a musician, they're very similar. I mean, I have to make sure that I post this every week, right? The consistency aspect. And, you know, even if I don't see the benefit of it right away, or even if I don't see lots of views right away, if I keep being consistent and people like what it is that I'm producing and it's high quality, eventually it's going to spread word of mouth, as well as the marketing component, which is I've been recording Instagram content, I've been recording TikTok content, and I've been posting. And I have a Facebook group, and hopefully you guys, everybody listening here has joined the Facebook group. Hopefully you guys have joined the Patreon because you want to support me and my page and the stuff that I'm doing. I appreciate y'all. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is there's an organizational aspect that's so important as a musician, and it's so important as a business owner. And I want to share that with you guys. And the difficulty of that is, you know, eventually you're going to be able to hire an assistant. So eventually you're going to be able to have somebody who they schedule things for you. And you know what? Actually, now that I'm talking to you guys about this, I think there's AI that you can set up that sets up schedules for you, and it actually goes through and plans calendars for you. So I think I'm going to try to get that. I'm going to try to implement that AI scheduling system, and I'm going to let you guys know how it goes, because who knows, that could change the whole game for me and that could change the whole game for you. So let's talk to each other. Let's keep each other in the loop. Let's see what we can do, because this whole AI thing has really elevated the way that we approach everything. It's elevated business, it's elevated music, and it's just made things easier. It's made things more convenient, and it's made things more fluid. So I hope you guys get on the AI, and I hope you guys figure out how you can implement that in what you're doing, because it's such a powerful tool. And if you implement that, it can really offset some of that burden that comes with doing the things that we do, which is the music, which is the business, which is whatever it is that you do creatively, not creatively, any dreams that you have. You got to have some level of organization to get it done. And there has to be some level of consistency and discipline to get better and to improve and to scale. So this is really important, and I appreciate you guys for listening and for talking to me about this, because I really want to hear your opinions. Leave a comment on the podcast. Find me on the Facebook group. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about what tools you guys use to be organized in the things that you do. I know we all probably use the calendar app on Apple, but I think there's new and innovative ways of doing this. And this is one of the reasons why we have this podcast, is to talk about new and innovative ways of getting things done. So I think AI is going to be a massively important tool. I know everybody's talking about it. Even doing this podcast, I've used AI in order to create certain things, create certain descriptions, and I just tweak whatever it is that I got to tweak. But it's made me more efficient as well. Obviously, in terms of music, I don't believe I'm going to use AI in a musical aspect, because I want the music to come straight from me. I want it to come solely from my heart and from my brain. But who knows? I mean, even in music, people might start to use the AI to elevate what it is that they're doing. And I don't blame them. It's just personally, I might not step in that field. On a podcast wave, I know that I'm always going to record my own episodes, and I'm not going to be like an AI generated robot guy who like now says everything perfectly and doesn't make any mistakes. And, because you can do that. Like, I'm sure there's some kind of AI that could mimic the way that I move and the way that I talk and could make podcast episodes for me. Should I do that? Should I not do that? I don't know. Is it going to make me more efficient? Most likely. Is it going to be easier to make podcast episodes? Absolutely. Is it something I'm going to do? No, but I don't disrespect anybody who decides to do that. And honestly, if it helps you balance, work-life balance, all that type of stuff, go ahead, by all means. Just personally, I want this to be a personal conversation between two living people, and I want that organic feel to continue. And obviously AI is getting better, and it's getting smarter, and it's getting more fluid. So it's going to start being harder to tell whether somebody's an AI or somebody's a real person. So I just want to let you guys know I'm real. I'm actually sitting here and I'm actually talking to you guys. But this is something that I really wanted to discuss, because where's the line? Like, we want to be more efficient, we want to be more organized, and we want to be innovative, but how far are we going to push it in the AI direction? What's okay? What's not okay? And to be honest, all's fair in love and war. So however much you want to use the AI and however much you want to lean on it to accomplish what it is that you accomplish, there's no penalty. There's no foul. Like, you can really stretch it to as far as you want. You can take this thing as high as it can possibly take you, and there's no judgment. It's just personally, there's certain things or certain morals I've set for myself where I know what lines I will cross and I know what lines I won't cross in terms of AI. And I think AI is great. And I'm not trying to badmouth AI, and I'm not trying to badmouth the people who are generating AI machines and software. Actually, I'm an affiliate with one of the AIs, Leonardo AI. If you guys want to check that out, it's in the description. They make cover art and they make cool pictures generated by AI, and it's really high quality. It's really fast. And I think if you guys need cover art, if you guys need generated digital art, I think Leonardo AI is exactly what you need to take that art to another level. So if you guys are interested in that, hit the link in the description and check it out. But I'm by no means talking down on people who use AI. I actually encourage it. It's just, for me personally, I don't know if I will ever completely sub myself out and sub an AI in. Like this was basketball. Like, I'm pulling guys off the bench, but they're AI generated. No, like, for me, I'm just not going to do it, right? But I understand people who do. And I think it's an important tool, and it's an explosive one. It's something that can really propel everything that you're doing. It can really elevate the efficiency aspect to it, because you don't got to sit there and type things out anymore. You don't got to sit there and do research. I mean, the thing is so smart, and it's getting so much smarter, and people keep using it, that eventually it's just going to be a lot easier to accomplish the dreams that we set out to accomplish. You just have to be ready, and you have to be willing to pick up your mantle and carry it across the finish line. So I think that's great. And I hope every one of you is inspired. I hope you guys take this, and I hope it makes you go and want to chase whatever it is that you're dreaming of. I want you to think deeply and try to understand yourself and find what it is that you've been wanting to do, that maybe you've been pushing to the back of your mind because there's pressure from your parents. Maybe one of your siblings told you you'd never be able to do it. Maybe your friends always laugh at you. Whatever it is, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I can. Whatever that thing is that you've been having in your chest, that you've been discouraged from chasing, get up and go chase it. You can do it. You just have to build yourself up to be the person who can get it done. I've been there, and I'm still doing that till this day. I'm still trying to formulate myself into the person that can accomplish the things that I want to accomplish, because I know with enough dedication, with enough tenacity, and with enough perseverance, one day, as I chase my dreams will become a reality, and the same can be said for you. Anyways, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. This has been the Creative Business Innovation Podcast. I'm so thankful you guys have joined us. If you guys have resonated with anything that I've said today, click the link, join the Patreon, donate to the page, join the Facebook group, and I'll see you next Friday. Peace.
Cause I miss